Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to today's Caffeine for the Soul. And if you enjoy the kinds of things we talk about each week in this podcast, I encourage you to go to michaelneill.org/basic course and sign up for our free basic course in the Inside Out Understanding. And today I want to talk about something you may notice if you've listened to more than one of these. I use a lot of golf stories, and it's because I love playing golf. It's kind of my hobby, and I had a really interesting experience recently playing golf that I realized also was my experience of how I do business when I'm at my best in business and how I do pretty much everything when I'm doing anything at my best. And so here, I'll start with the golf story. So if you've ever played golf or any game where sometimes you're good and sometimes you're not so good, and you can go from thinking you're amazing to thinking you're terrible to thinking you're amazing from play to play or shot to shot. I often what would happen for me when I played is I'd have good rounds or bad rounds. And on a good round, things would go well pretty consistently. On a bad round, things would go from bad to worse to worse. Well, this particular day, something different happened. I hit my first shot, and it was a really lovely shot. And so I was kind of excited. I was like, oh, wow. And then I didn't see where it had landed. And so I was excited to see, I wonder what my next shot will be. And so I, was sort of looking forward to seeing what was next. And as it happened, the ball landed in a sort of tricky spot. Like it had gone really far, but there were trees in the way between me and where I was trying to go. But instead of being daunted or disappointed, I just went, ooh, all right, what kind of a shot could I play here? And I decided to see in that particular instance if I could go over the trees. And so I took a club and I hit the ball the way I know how to hit the ball to get it to go really high. And it went really high and I lost it somewhere in the air. And then it was the same thing. It's like, oh, I wonder where it landed. I wonder what my next shot will be. And for some reason, that entire round of golf, instead of getting particularly high when I hit a great shot, and I enjoy hitting great shots, or particularly low when I hit a poor shot, and trust me, I hit plenty of poor shots, I got absolutely fascinated to see where each shot ended up and what the next shot would be. And it was probably the most enjoyable round of golf I had ever played. And I started thinking about that. And I realized that when I'm at my best in business, that's what business feels like to me. I don't really have a 5-year plan or a 90-day strategy to get from here to there. I know basically where I'm going. I know what the goals to financial targets and practical targets in our business are. But on a daily basis, I just see where we're at, and something always occurs to me to try. Like, what if we put on this kind of a training? Or what if I reached out to this particular potential client or customer? Or what if we showed people how this worked? And I wonder how many people would be interested if we put out a video about how this worked. And it really does feel like each one is just the next golf shot. And I've got an idea of what I hope it will do. But I never really know until after I've done it. And it's funny the number of times in the business over the years where my business partner and I will look at things and go, oh, apparently that was a good idea when something worked out really well or better than we expected. And oh, I guess that wasn't such a good idea when something didn't work out the way we'd hoped or expected. But when it's really flowing, instead of getting insecure and trying to lock it down and trying to make sure that the next one works, it's like each day, each challenge is the next one. And what it actually reminds me of more than almost anything is crossword puzzles. Another hobby of mine is crossword puzzles. And I can't wait to start the next puzzle. And I'll see what that puzzle has in store to me. What sort of challenges the crossword puzzle maker, there's a name for it, I can't think of it right now. But what sort of challenges they've made for me. Or playing video games, it's like, ooh, I wonder what this level has for me. And when I'm off my game, when I'm thinking that the world, everything I do should work or has to work, then it's almost like, can this just be easy all the time? But the truth is, if it was easy all the time, it wouldn't be any fun at all. And we'd wind up creating problems just to keep it interesting. Fortunately, in life, in business, in golf, in most things, we don't have to create problems. They'll be there waiting for us. There'll always be a next challenge. But what if that wasn't a problem? What if that was the game? What if it wasn't a bug, it was a feature? What if the fun of anything we do in life, from making money to having a relationship to playing golf to absolutely anything, was in stepping up to the next challenge, being in the next moment, being in this moment, taking your shot, and then having whatever reaction you have, but then beginning to look forward to, oh, I wonder what the next shot will look like. I wonder what will occur to me next. And allowing yourself to get genuinely excited about discovering the next challenge and opening yourself up to your next shot at the brass ring, your next shot at the pin, your next shot at making money, your next shot at having a relationship that really thrives with the people that you most want thriving relationships with. And so my invitation is, even if it's just in one area of your life, this week, pick one thing where just for the week, you're going to just go for next. You're not going to worry too much about what's going on or what happened this time. You're going to take your time. You're going to see where the situation lies, like what's actually going on, and then see what occurs to you about the next move, the next phone call, the next email, the next thing you're going to do. Do it. See what happens. And then next. Have fun, learn heaps, happy exploring, and I'll talk with you soon.